You know, I gave birth to our daughter, and you're supposed to keep doing this, and you stopped. You know, we are currently taking baby steps, working on our relationship. I'm not going to jump back into something that I know if I jump into so quick, I won't have control over. We're back today, Steve, because I want him to get all the help that you offered him in the first place and not to give up on it this time.
Well, let's bring Devin out.
What's that?
Got a lot of emails. One email we got was, I have embedded a link from YouTube just showing you what this scum is doing with this child.
Steve. Because he ain't nothing but a bitch.
I thought you guys were grateful for all the help that I gave you.
Well, I don't care. You know what I mean?
You know what? You don't care after I try to help you and your woman, and you don't care? Get him off my stage. Got a lot of emails. One email we got was, I have embedded a link from YouTube just showing you what this scum is doing with this child.
Steve. Because he ain't nothing but a bitch.
Devin, what's been going on since you've been on the show?
You know, I've done a lot of growing up, you know. Done a lot of thinking, you know. I don't know, it's just realize, you know, seeing people with their kids, you know, that I got to be there for mine, you know. And, you know, I love her, you know, so.
You got to be a dad.
Yeah, you know.
You got to be a dad that kids can look up to.
Yeah, you know, I realize that, you know. And I'd like to thank you for that, you know, for, you know, putting some of that stuff in my head, you know.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you watched the show?
Man, I mean, I look like a fool, you know, like stupid, you know, but.
Did you try to change after the show?
Yeah, we tried to change, but we had to work out some things, you know, take a little time.
He didn't try to change, Steve. He did change. I'll admit that. He did change tremendously.
How do you feel that you both decided to separate?
Uh-oh. What do you mean, like?
Well, you're holding hands on stage, but she says that right now you're not a couple, you're separated.
Oh, yeah, well, we've been talking, you know, we're trying to make it work for our kids, you know, and be a family, you know. So today, you know, I just want to let everybody know in front of national television and everything, you know, I do want to work things out with her. And I'm going to raise my kids, you know, and be a better man.
Again, when we ran your show, got a lot of emails, and one email we got was, I was watching one of your shows, which I know is a repeat. It's entitled, I've Been Shot, Beaten, and Brokenhearted. And I was intrigued whether or not she stayed with her abusive boyfriend and whether or not she became strong enough to stand on her own 2 feet. I, too, have been in the same situation. The show really hit home for me. However, since I haven't seen any updates on this couple, I decided to cruise the internet for any clues as to what they are up to. Well, I have embedded a link from YouTube just showing you what this scum is doing with this child. He is teaching his baby to curse at you. When I saw this video with him teaching his child how to curse and justify his actions, I must say I was appalled. Did you make a video with your son?
I did, you know. I ain't ashamed, you know.
Why did you do that?
I don't know, you know. We barely did the show, you know. I was feeling, you know.
We went back home. Long story short, Steve, we went back home. He was very, very frustrated.
I thought you guys were grateful for all the help that I gave you.
And today we are. I can tell you that. He wasn't accepted towards it in the beginning. Who would?
But how come you never told us about the video?
How come I never told you about the video?
You knew about the video. How come you didn't tell us about it?
I knew about it when I looked it up myself.
And why didn't you, when you came here today or yesterday, why wouldn't you tell us about the video?
Because I didn't believe that it mattered because he's changed today and that was him back then.
Well, let's see the video.
Steve Wilkos. Say Steve Wilkos is whack.
Steve Wilkos. Right.
Yeah, Steve Wilkos. Because he ain't nothing but a bitch. Just like I say.
Yeah.
But I can say today, that was him then, and this is him now. So you can all judge. You can
hold on. In all fairness, it's easy to be at home and say something to somebody when you're not facing them, right? You can say whatever you want in a video camera. I mean, it's disturbing that there's little children there and you're speaking that way in front of your children, teaching them curse words, teaching them violent acts towards another man. But it is easy to do it in the comfort of your own home, and that man's not there to actually hear the threat. So I'm just curious, do you have anything you want to say to me now?
Well, I don't care. You know what I mean?
You know what? You don't care?
Nah.
After I try to help you and your woman, and you don't care? Get him off my stage. Call one of these other TV shows, and maybe they'll help you.